Oh, good morning. Good morning. I am sick and tired. Let me turn this off. I am sick and tired of all of these people saying election reform is racist, or election reform is suppressing the black vote. Please explain to me how it's voter suppression. Please explain why having a track record or proof of your person so that everybody knows this is your vote that you are casting personally. How is that suppression? They want to say voter ID is racist. I think that is the most racist statement you could say, to say that not all black people know how to get an ID or have an ID. You got to be the dumbest person in the world to believe that. And you're racist for saying that black people, you're basically saying black people are so dumb that they don't have an ID or can't get an ID. I'm sick of it. You are a racist if you think black people are too dumb to get an ID or don't have an ID. They're just the dumbest people in the United States, living in ghettos that don't have any clue on how to get an ID, have never been to the BMV before. I mean, come on. This is a joke, right? We're Americans. We just want to wake up, go to work, make a good wage, come home, take care of our families. Buy things that we want, do things that we want, praise the God that we want. I'm so sick of this, man. I have never... Listening to the news, I feel dumber. I have never in my life seen so much corruption just in your face and nothing being done. Feels like nothing. I mean, they're pretty pissed at us for still fighting for election integrity. They're pretty mad about that. That's what this whole thing's really about. Black people, oh God, the black people don't know how to get the ID. Oh, jeez, oh my goodness. Oh, those poor black people don't know how to go to the BMV, give them their information, and get an ID. Oh boy. You know, and a state ID. Your first state ID, if you've never had a state ID before, that first one is free. So, this whole thing is a lie. It's deceiving. It's straight from the devil's mouth. And I'm sick of it. I'm sick of people going along with it. I'm sick of hearing Fox News say, America is listening to Fox News. Hell no, we're not. No, we're not. We hear you, but we don't believe you. You can't believe anything. You have to question everything. Especially nowadays. This country's gonna give me a damn heart attack. I can't take it. I cannot take it. I just want to go on top of the hill and scream at everybody. Wake the hell up! Wake up! You falling asleep? I'm tired. Tired of it. So, I guess that's my rant. I just heard that garbage on the news about all these black mayors in Michigan going to the state capitol to piss and moan about voter reform. Yeah, this is another thing I'm gonna get off my chest too. I'm sick and tired of hearing African Americans. African American this, African American that. You're not African American unless you just came from Africa and became a U.S. citizen. You are not an African American. Probably 90% of black Americans or African Americans in America are not African American. You were born here. Your parents were born here. Your parents' parents were born here. You are a black American. Black American. I'm a white American. There are Asian Americans, Hispanic Americans. You're not from Africa. I'm proud to be a white American who has Irish and German and Scottish descent. I'm proud of that. But I am an American who happens to be white. Who cares that I'm white? Who cares that you're black? We're Americans. But this whole African American thing is deceiving. You're a black American. You're a black American. Be proud of it. I'm proud for you. I'm proud for all Americans. I love America. America! The greatest country in the world. It's going to hell right now. But by God, we're going to stand our ground and ride it to hell if we have to. Because we know the future. Because God told us what the future was in this book called the Bible. And a lot of the stuff going on right now is described in the Bible. Bad things will become good. Good things will become bad. Gay, transgender, these things are ultimately bad. They're against God. But they're made to be good. Immorality and adultery is bad. In America, it's a good thing. Yeah, go have as many women as you can. Go have kids with every woman you meet. Yeah. Who cares? It's a free country. But those things are ultimately against God. Bad things are made to be good. Killing precious children in the name of health insurance or whatever the hell they want to call it. Women's rights and health care. Yeah. What wonderful health care. Yeah, I need some health care. I got a baby inside me, and I don't want that thing anymore, so can you kill it for me? Can you please just murder this thing inside of me and then suck it out? That's really what I want. I swear to God, I won't feel any guilt for it. If you don't feel any guilt for an abortion, then you need Jesus Christ. Because that is a sign that you're not going to heaven if you don't feel any conviction for that. That's my opinion. Because I almost did that when I was a kid. 18, 19. Yeah, I was a kid. We almost aborted our first child. And that haunts me to this day because I have seen her grow up. I see her now, and if that ever comes up and I think about, man, my idea was to abort you when I wasn't a Christian or a practicing Christian and didn't really understand what was going on in the world. I was just some dumb kid. I almost did that. It was my suggestion. And I thank God that my wife said, no, no. She had a better moral compass than I did. And I thank God for that. Because I could not imagine life without my oldest daughter right now. It upsets me to think about. I feel guilt and conviction for even thinking it and for even suggesting it. So if you have an abortion and you don't feel any of that, you need to find a church because you need Jesus. You don't need to find a church. You just need to find Jesus. Some of these churches nowadays are not churches. They're not spreading the gospel of Jesus Christ. All right. It's Tuesday. Apparently it's going to freaking snow today.